You recording?
Yep.
Mic check 1 2. What's up? This is Diplo.
Cool. So for those people that don't know, who's Mad Decent? Like who's
Mad Decent is like a ominous blob of culture. It's not any person, but we have a whole crew like all around the world. Here at Graz, we have Toy Selector from Mexico, Jack Mum Dance from London, Fake Blood, I think he's from London. Boy 8-Bit, who's from freaking, where's he from? They have webbed hands. It's like a beach town.
might be up north somewhere.
Nah, it's the south.
Oh, down south. Beach hands. Devon, Cornwall.
Cornwall. Good choice. We got Boy 8-Bit from Cornwall, representing the Cornwall Massive. We got who else we got? That's it from Mad Decent. I mean, we're doing some more shows with Rusco around London and around Europe. He's another Mad Decent kid.
I was gonna say, because there's some sort of rumor of a signing or something.
Yeah, we linked with Rusco, and I think we're gonna do his first record or first 2 records through Mad Decent.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm helping him kind of like just tighten up the record and get some vocals in the record and stuff, because I want to make it more. I'm aiming for like America with that record more than I'm aiming for London, because I already know he's humongous in England. You know, he could drop a record here easy, no doubt. But I'm helping him kind of like do the record so it could be it could pop off in America. He's a bona fide star, so I want to take him to the next level.
Obviously, I mean, you're from Philly, right? The States.
Yeah.
How have you got this tight link up with a big London network and a UK network? What drew you to that, and why is it working for you? Because it hasn't really been done before.
I guess, you know, remember, there was a grime night back in the day at Fabric that my boy Dan Stacy put on, and I was I was like the bridge between like grime, and I was a big Southern DJ down in Philly. We had like a party called Holotronics that mixed a lot of the crunk joints with pop music and clubs tracks and everything. And Dan liked our mixtapes and our style, so he brought me over to kind of do like a bit of a crossover. I was DJing with Semtex and these kids, and I was always like showing and proving. I was playing vinyl back then, trying to do as much as I could to really kind of integrate what I do in American music and British music and the rave culture. And I just stayed with it, met a bunch of cool kids. I linked with Switch. We worked on MIA's record together. And in Sinden as well, we had that. I used to play his party at Fabric. What's that called? Get Familiar?
Get Familiar,
yeah. And then Annie Mac started linking with Mad Decent and the label. And I think the British kids just got into it. And right now, like, there's a real integration between like our American crew, like Trouble and Bass, my homeboys AC Slater.
I was gonna say, like, Trouble and Bass is like Trouble and Bass, Mad Decent are very much interconnected. Like, where do you separate Trouble and Bass and Mad Decent?
I don't really separate it. I mean, like, I play their parties, they come through. I try to do a Trouble and Bass record on Mad Decent, because Trouble and Bass is a label, but it's, you know, it's more like culture and just a couple 12 inches. I wanted to develop Trouble and Bass as an act at one point, and Luca, he's actually gone on to do some crazy shit. I think he's gonna sign with a major.
Drop the line.
Yeah,
right?
It's dropped the line. But he's like family. Like, if it wasn't for those guys like putting that sound in New York, we wouldn't have much of a scene going on there. That's not even the same as the Dub Wars guys that have the dubstep parties in New York City. But I just been going to London and just experiencing what was going on for a long time. Like, back and forth. I had a girl that lived here. I visited her and went to see, you know, those dubstep nights at the church in Brixton.
The DMZ.
Yeah. So I would see the DMZ. I was just being to what was going on. Like, I met Lofa through my booking agent, and just like vibed to those kids. I just feel like those guys are, as long as kids are open-minded, like Mum Dance, for instance, really breaking down the walls between like what's gotta be club and what's true, what's techno. He just does what's good, you know. Throw a little bit of reggae influence in there, a little club, a little bit of old school influence. So I'm into this idea that like British kids can really, you know, mash up everything. And you guys have a support system here with the radio, playing new music all the time. In America, we don't got that.
Feeding through from the pirate circuit.
Exactly, and in America now, we don't have like radio pushing it, but like artists like MIA, like we broke to like a top 2 record in America with that, and it's like we kind of crossed some barriers. I do mixes for big acts like, you know, Britney Spears and John Legend. I'm trying to like integrate our scene into like the pop scene and kind of like break down the walls and make it so we can do anything.
Are you familiar with sort of the pirate circuit in London? Obviously, like Rinse FM.
Yeah, I mean, Rinse FM I thought it's done now. It's still going.
Rinse FM's still going strong, and they got the whole Forward thing, which is connected. The big dubstep nights.
Yeah.
Forward Rinse nights.
Yeah, I love. I think I went to a Forward party to see
Plastic People. You go down to the.
I went to Plastic People one. I remember when Scream first dropped Midnight Request Line with the Plastic People. I saw Jammer. We won the song like 30 minutes of Midnight Request line, him rapping on it. I was like, what the hell is going on? What the fuck is this music? So I felt that energy, you know, and I wanted to invest some time and some music into what was going on. So that's kind of how I linked up.
I mean, where do you call home now? Obviously, you got this big London connection, and even further afield.
I'm always bouncing around. Like I did a lot of work in Brazil, Australia, London. I stay in Philly still. We have the label there. But I'm touring a lot to promote Mad Decent. And in fact, we got a record that comes out in a month called Major Lazer. It's like a raga thing I did with Switch and a bunch of reggae MCs. And I'm gonna be promoting that for the next 2 months through the summer. So, but my off times I'm in LA working, or Philly working, and other than that, going to the beach, whatever I can do, man.
So who's doing it for you now? A, in the States, and B, on the London scene circuit.
I love Scream's killing it right now. Like every mix he does is just like bigger and bigger and crazier. He's really like crossover with that LaRue mix. Yeah. And we tried breaking that as well in the States. We gave that out to DJs, and I think a lot of kids are obsessed with that track. In the States, I like a little this underground house movement that's going on in California called Dirty Bird. You know Claude Von Stroke and his crew? Yeah. Claude's more of a mainstream, but his kids like the Martin Brothers. Okay. They're doing like a really cool house scene. It's a lot like Jesse Rose, Made to Play kind of style. It's like deeper thing going on. Trouble and Bass, my crew, Black Star. Was one of the producers on Mad Decent that's always coming up with crazy ideas and doing crazy tracks. In fact, Jack Beats just did a mix of a Black Star song I did, Get Off, that's just out of control. One of the biggest tunes right now. There's like underground scenes everywhere. Kids be sending me tracks everywhere from Mexico, Argentina, Oklahoma, Florida. Like I'm always getting new tracks from kids doing the crazy shit, and the production value is getting higher and higher.
I mean, you must have played literally hundreds of parties by now, and is there one that stands out after?
I had my birthday party in Philly recently. I did a U.S. tour for Mad Decent, Boy 8-Bit, a couple of bands were rocking with us, Black Star, and we ended the tour in Philly. We played for Philly's a small market, but we played for 1,500 kids, and it was my birthday, and it was just like insane. People hanging from the rafters. We had free pizza for everybody. It was like a pizza party because we had a dancing pizza on tour. I don't know why or what the concept was, but that was my manager come up with that. So
it's a bit like what's it? The Dante's fried chicken. Yeah, we've had that at home when they're giving out the chicken. And
yeah, Dante's cool. He's seen too. He was like the first guys to bring Black Star and Rai Rai up to New York. Yeah, and even Rai Rai is doing big things now. She's doing an album, moved on to a bigger label, so that's good for us. And I don't know, man. Also check Baraka Som Sistema. Yeah. This shit is crazy. The edits they give me are nuts. Their live show is one of the best electronic shows out right now. Their album is great. If you speak Portuguese, it's even better.
Do you speak Portuguese?
I speak a little Portuguese, but that stuff on there is like some Angolan, Africanized Portuguese.
Maybe you'll learn a new dialect.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. I got enough. I'm trying to keep up with my MySpace. I don't know if I get a chance to learn new languages.
MySpace, Facebook, or Twitter?
Twitter, 100% right now. I'm running the Twitter game. But MySpace is good because I connect with artists a lot, Yeah. Like I got connected to like hip hop mainstream rappers through MySpace, or producers they want me to do mixes. It's a really easy way for people to link up, That's about all it's good for. It's a wasteland now, man. It's like ghost town there. There's like bundles of hay rolling by in the MySpace streets.
It's true. We're in the Facebook camp, I think.
Facebook is cool,
Twitter's doing it as well.
Facebook has too many freaking announcements. I don't even know. It's like one email for like 1,000 announcements.
It's being used and abused, Facebook.
Yeah, but Twitter, you can't really do nothing but write like one sentence. So it's like you got to really make it count,
I think we could almost call you an urban nerd.
I'm a pretty urban nerd.
An urban nerd. Yeah. What's an urban nerd to you?
Someone that's just like that digs the underground. I mean, British kids kind of urban nerds because they're so into music and they're in tune. They're hitting the streets, but they're like adept to like developing and archiving styles and new music.
They know where to go now. Yeah. They know what to do.
Twitter /Diplo is if you want to like laugh or see me when I overdose on drugs or whatever. Check out my Twitter. It's on fire usually. If I get a drink in me, it's over.